Hi there, it's Mary from stampingmary.stampinup.net. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's project features the Sweet Jar Bundle. This is an online exclusive which you'll find on the Stampin' Up website. Fabulous stamp set with a coordinating punch, this little jar punch. Cuts out the shape of the jar and then the lid separately. It's a great photopolymer set for all occasions, birthdays, sweet treat, it's St. Patrick's Day. It's got the little shamrocks here. It's so cute. We're just going to make this very simple little sweet treat. It's just a little gift pouch, opens up, and I've got a little packet of Maltesers in there. There's just a little staple under there to hold it in. Very simple, very easy to make, and we're using some of the new a new in colour from Stampin' Up, and plus paper that's also carried over into our this current year's catalogue. So let me show you how I made it. It's a piece of Secret C, which was one of our new in colours. That's a new in colour cardstock, and this measures 3 inches by 8.5. You'll need some pretty coloured designer series paper for the top and this little piece down the bottom, and I used the Full of Life designer series paper. It's got that pretty this is the blue and mambo tones in it, this one. And I've gone ahead and used the stylish shape circles and cut a piece of melon mambo and balmy blue. And this bottom piece, this piece of designer series paper measures 3 by 3.5, and this one is 3 by 3/4 of an inch, just for that bottom little piece there. I think it coordinates really nicely with this Secret C cardstock. Now I'm going to use my trimmer to do the scoring. You can use your scoring tool if you prefer, but the trimmer is just as easy. Push that, make sure you get your scoring blade in, and just on that long side, come along and score on this first one is 3/4 of an inch. I've put all these dimensions in the description bar below, so you don't have to write them down. 4.5. The second score line, and 5. That's it. Grab your bone folder and just secure, give all of those score lines a burnish, and that bottom one as well. So the bottom one, so that's how it comes together. It sits in like that. Very easy. All right, very easy. So what you want to do now is pop a staple in here and get your staple close to the bottom so that you hold your little product, your little whatever you put in there will hold. So go. Show you again. This would be really neat for like a little sewing kit or something like that too. Cute, right? All right, let's get our designer series paper and put that on. We'll do our stamping at the very end. I just wanted this to be quite bright, hence the bright paper. Oh. And you go ahead and put that either way, whichever way you like. This designer series paper pretty much covers the entire front piece. Yep. Oh, it's got that a bit low. Yes, I've got it too low. Whoops. Let's just fix that. That's why we use the Tombow glue, because you've got a little bit of wiggle room there if you get it just not quite straight, as I have done. Yeah. Dear. So sometimes when it starts out wrong, it keeps going wrong, doesn't it? The Secret C, I mean, it's a very dark colour, so I think I'm just having trouble seeing the top of that score line. There it is. Now we got it. And then the one at the bottom to cover that staple. Any bright coloured DSP will work, or not bright, but I felt this needed a bit of colour. If Tombow was not your friend, then use another adhesive. Alright, let's pop that to one side. We've made that. Let's do our stamping. So I've used Secret Sea, my new favourite in colour, and Melon Mumbo, which is one of our older colours, but it's still a goodie. A piece of thick basic white for the stamping. Bring in my jar. Secret Sea. And stamp that down. Oh, I love this colour. I'm going to use Melon Mambo for the little sweets, the lollies on the inside, the sweets, lollies, whatever you want to call them. And I've just brought in my Stampin PS mat because this is a photopolymer stamp, and I just think the Stampin PS mat just gives a little bit of, it just helps the image to stamp a little bit better. So straight in. My Melon Mambo stamp pad is very juicy. It's not the greatest one, it's okay. Now the punch that out. We've got a little bit more stamping to do. I actually stamped that crooked, but it's actually okay because it won't go. This punch also punches nice and close around the stamped image, which I really like. I'm bringing in a piece of Secret Sea just to punch out the lid, and I'm going to put a little bit of Tombow just on the top here to hold the lid. A little bit of Tombow goes a long way. Okay, pop that there to let it dry. And a little bit more stamping with the sentiment, which is a little treat for you. Now I have already gone ahead and cut out my my frame from the Stylish Shapes dies again. So I've used 3 of the Stylish Shapes dies for this one. Now I always recommend you stamp first and then die cut, but sometimes it's just quicker when you are in the video. So I'm going to bring in my Stampin' PS mat and stamp the sentiment in Secret Sea. It fits perfectly in that little Stylish Shape banner. All right, let's pop this together now. These are my 2 die cuts from the Stylish Shapes dies, Melon Mambo and Balmy Blue. Pop them on here. Managed to get a smudge mark on there, but that's okay because it will be covered up when we put this down. Let's put that up, bring it up. Oh, that lid's not quite dry. Couple of dimensionals. Oh dear, you can see what I've done there. I've got a little bit of ink on there. It's okay. Just I should have been more careful because, oops, it's got to go on here. I was distracted by the little mistake I'd made. So dimensionals on there to pop that on there, and then a couple of dimensionals on the back of this one. I mean, I could probably cover that up with a ribbon if I really wanted to, but That on there, in the middle. And you go. And last but not least, this is possibly my favourite brand new favourite ribbon. It is in the Stampin' Up catalogue as well. This is a mesh ribbon. It is, what's the size of it? It's 3/8 of an inch or 1 centimetre. It's really, really nice ribbon and ties really, really easily into a bow. Actually, did I cut enough? Maybe I was going to put it there, but because I've made that little boo-boo, I wonder if I could pop it around there. You'd still see it. That's okay. If you were using a different ribbon, you probably could have, I could have done that. Pop my ribbon around there and then put my bow there just to cover that little, my ink splotch. But if you're a paper crafter, I know you get it. Oh, this is such pretty ribbon. Really, it's pretty ribbon. I've linked this, all of these products are linked in the description bar below as well. So you don't have to go searching. You can just click on them and you'll go directly to my Stampin' Up store. I just popped a glue dot on the back of that just then. Just trim that. I hope you give this one a go, and I hope that you don't get a glue dot in there like I did. The sentiment I stamped out has gone, here it is. I was about to say it's gone missing, but it's there. Yay, so good. Pop that on in the middle, just one dimensional will do for that. That goes in there, and there you have it. Whoops, that's crooked. Let's take out our little Maltesers. Any treats, like I said, and I do think a little sewing kit would be good. Perhaps not with the sentiment of a little treat for you, but still would look cute, right? And there you have it. Simple and easy, using the very, very cute Sweetest Jar bundle. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you have any questions at all, just pop that back there. Please don't hesitate to contact me, stampingmary@gmail.com. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye now.